All right, Shalom. I want to start off as always, man, by giving all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim, Racha HaKodash, double honors unto the apostles, the elders, and the bishops of Great Millstone. I want to send much love unto the brothers out there doing his work in truth and sincerity. And I also want to send peace and blessings unto the believers of the hopeful elect. And in this lesson, man, I wanted to do an open forum to the spirit. Have a few videos here pulled up. Just going into some current news, man, what's happening in the world. And of course, I have some precepts here, bro. But Lord willing, this is edifying. So without further ado, let's get into the lesson here, man. All right. So first thing I have pulled up is from NBC News. And as you can see, the title of this video reads, "Study confirms microplastics are getting into brain tissue." So this is where we're at in the world, man, to where microplastics, right, nanoplastics are getting into people's brain tissue, right? But not only the brain tissue is getting into your lungs, into your bloodstream. It's terrible, man. Some people see it in their feces. We need salvation, all right? This is terrible. And Lord knows how much plastic we actually got inside our bodies, man, okay? I don't even want to know. But I'm sure we all have microplastics and nanoplastics in our bodies, okay? We use plastic every day pretty much, right? And we don't, realize how much we use it. From, drinking water, maybe an eating utensil or a plate, or, just being out into the world. You inhale these plastics, man, all right? And now they have done a study on it and found that these microplastics have crept their way into the human brain tissue. If this is in hell, man, I don't know what to tell you, bro, but this is bad, all right, for them to have a study like this, man. And you can thank Esau Edom for this issue, all right? So I'll put this here, man, and you can see how bad things have gotten, all right?
Back with a new study that has some scientists raising concerns about our environmental health and its impacts on the human body. Over the years, microplastics, a word you probably started to hear more, they've been found in almost every organ in the body, as well as in the bloodstream. But now, for what seems to be the first time, these microscopic pollutants have been found in tissue in the human brain. NBC News medical contributor Dr. Natalie Azar is here to explain what this new research means. This is one of those ones where you're like, I'm worried about it, don't think I can do anything about it, but you're going to tell me if I can. So let's first start with the information. It's a new study. It found microplastics in the olfactory bulb of multiple people, I understand, during autopsies.
Yes.
This is responsible. You kind of might remember this from bio or whatever, wherever you learn this.
Yes.
It processes information, smell, things like that.
Yeah.
According to the study, does that mean we're breathing in these what could this mean?
Well, so experts are saying that this is a very reasonable concept, that the nose would be a portal of entry to the brain. As you pointed out in intro, there has been many of reports now that microplastics found in kidney tissue, liver tissue, placental tissue. There was an article in the spring that showed that people who had microplastics in the carotid artery that, that could increase the risk of heart attack and stroke. So what they are surmising here is that if you have inflammation in nasal passages, the microplastics, it's easier for them to get in. The olfactory bulb, if you Google it, it sits right here at the top of the nose, and it's basically a conduit to the brain. But now that we're taking it one step
Right.
beyond what the information showed. It showed that it was in the olfactory bulb. I think the next step would have been to do autopsy on the brain tissue itself to see if there are microplastics there. And then the next leap, Savannah, is what does that really mean for human health, right?
Yeah,
the
totally.
concern is that it potentially could increase the risk for neurodegenerative disease, but we have zero evidence that that is the case at this time.
So let's also define a microplastic.
Yes.
We've been showing some pictures of people with little bits of plastic, it looks like, on their fingertips. There's some behind you. I guess, especially in the context of this one, if we're talking about it like entering through the nose, it's not like we see those just flying through the air.
No.
So what's going on?
In fact, they're really, really small to see.
Right. I feel like these pictures might be a little bigger than they actually are.
Yeah. The largest microplastic is about 5 millimeters. And then it goes down to 1/5 of a meter. And then a nanometer.
Look at that. Some products that contain microplastics: drink cans, beer, synthetic garments, salt grinders, sunscreen. This is just a few things, and I'm sure some people use these things every day. Well, you know Esau using sunscreen, all right, but salt grinders, okay? I have a salt grinder, man. And that crap got microplastics in it. Now, I didn't know that, until I saw this. It's crazy. And we've been consuming this plastic for years, bro. We've been consuming plastics for years, man. It is only by the grace and mercy of the Most High that we're still alive, okay? And it goes to show you how how strong the human body is, and just the design of the human body to be able to take on all these things, man. And we're still able to, function somewhat, right? So this is going to show you, man, it doesn't matter how perfect your diet is. It doesn't matter how much you work out. You can't escape this stuff. Like, you can have the perfect diet, the perfect, a workout routine, you can detox. This is something that we encounter every day, is the consumption of microplastics. This is why we got to get the hell out of here, man. This is why we need new bodies, okay? We really don't understand how contaminated we are. But we'll know in the kingdom, right, how bad things really were for us here in this world, and especially being here in Babylon the Great, man. You're always dealing with some ailment or some crap in this society, man. All right. I'm starting to come down, I feel a tingling sensation, in my nasal, a nasal region. So I know that I'm coming down with something. I can feel it already, and it came out of nowhere. I was sitting down, and then I had like a little chilly feeling, go through my body. Next thing you know, I get this sensation. I'm like, okay, I know what time it is. So now I got to prep for that, But yeah, bro, it is bad. Okay, it is bad, man. So here we go.
Meter measure in the billionths, even really, really difficult to say. And we're showing, look at our viewers, our viewers can see they are ubiquitous. They are everywhere. They're in hands, they're in beer, synthetic garments.
So they're in the things you're consuming. It's not just like you can avoid them.
Exactly. But you can, right? Because then the next step is, yes, of course, like everything we touch and we do and we ever, like, it's in our environment. But if we're talking about the ones that are really concerning, something called phthalates, those are one microplastic sort of degradation of plastics that we think could be like hormone disrupting. We talk about that a lot for kids who are going through puberty, that it could be impacting them. But can you avoid them? Well, yeah, because anything that has a large plastic that you're using, a plastic bottle, you don't want to put that in the dishwasher. You don't want to put that in the microwave. You want to swap out your plastic bottles and use glass and tin, let's say, containers. So there are little measures that we can make in our daily lives. But like I said before we even went on air, like unless you want to live on an island somewhere by yourself, you really can't avoid them 100% of the time. That's
Right.
just not realistic.
That's good advice too. So in your own home, like if you're like going to use a container to save your leftovers,
Yes.
switch to glass, things like that.
You can switch to glass, and then there's, on the bottom of those plastic containers, they have a number that like categorizes them in terms of plastics. I'm not an expert at this, but the plastic number 3 is the one that is the most concerning for our health, according to experts. That's the one you might want to especially not put in the dishwasher, not put in the microwave. That I knew about, the microwave, but the dishwasher I'm forgetting, and I'm thinking about all our Tupperware. I'm going to go home and check, because we do that, right? I mean, out of convenience in our modern day and the way we live, again, hence this like concept of you can't control for all of it, but we can, I think we do have some control for some of it.
I mean, and we put you in the position on the show and here at NBC News of like, tell us a new thing that's going to completely revolutionize our lives.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm always on a new kick, right? Like lately I'm like, I have to heal my gut. I've heard it's the second brain.
That's
there's
true
so many
too.
things that you have to do. And it's like, should I take this supplement in the morning? Should I drink this or that? Tell us on this one, is this something we should be factoring into the whole calculus of wellness that we're all dealing with these days? Or is there not really much we can do?
So maybe it's somewhere in the middle.
Okay.
If that makes sense. I mean, I'm a little bit older than you, so I've already gotten to the point where I've kind of thrown my hands up and I've said, I mean, what am I going to do? Because I'm never going to leave my house again, right? Because at every turn there lurks another health threat. But I think like we have the information we have. We have found them. There's been one study that's maybe shown an association with actual clinical disease. We will see there will probably be more to come. So again, the things that are within your control that you can do, why don't you just start doing them and make it part of your wellness journey or your wellness lifestyle? But I think losing sleep over this, no.
Okay. There's so much to think about. Dr. Azar, thank you so much. Great to see you as always.
All right, man. So there you go. Microplastics, right? Can't get around it. And this is more reason why fire from the Lord has to come to clean up this mess that Esau and these heathens have created in the world, man. Okay? Once again, we really don't know how contaminated we are by this plastic stuff, man. All right? By these GMOs and these chemicals being sprayed everywhere. I mean, everything is off course, man. You can't even go outside and enjoy nature anymore because you see plastic everywhere. It's trash, at these parks, man. These parks used to be clean, bro. Now you go to some of these parks, there's plastic everywhere, trash. You see homeless people there now. Can't even enjoy it anymore. Everything is all jacked up, and this is why the Lord has to come back to bring the refreshing that's spoken about in Acts chapter 3. So moving on to my precept, man. This is Romans chapter 8, verse 22. It says, "For we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together until now." So the whole creation, man, the whole world, everything that's in it is groaning and travailing, catching hell. All right. And these are through the works of Esau and these heathens, bro. Life has been corrupted. Okay. It says, "And not only they, but ourselves also, which have the first fruits of the Spirit, even we ourselves grown within ourselves, waiting for the adoption, to wit, the redemption of our body." So we're waiting for the Lord to redeem us and give us those new bodies, man, so that we can escape the pollution of this world, the pollution of sin, right? All of this plastic and garbage. We'll be able to be free from it, But as of right now, we have to suffer this world. This food that we got to consume, the water that we're drinking, it's all jacked up, man. And once again, you try to have a somewhat decent diet, man, trying to stay healthy and whatnot. But it's like, no matter what you do, bro, you always encounter some BS from this world, you know. So we need salvation, man. Point blank, period. Right. So moving on here to my next video. All right, this is from BBC News, and the title of this video reads: Israel bombs Yemen and Lebanon, and further military escalation. So these small hats, they continue to bomb these Ishmaelites, right? These Muslim Arab countries, and it seems as if they're in a overkill mode, right? It's like they're not stopping. But little do they know is that their behavior is going to lead to a wider scale war, which will ultimately lead to the war of Armageddon. Okay, because these devils has no intention on stopping, bro. All right. This guy, Benjamin, not a Jew, you know, he said that, hey, we will not stop until, you know, Hezbollah and Hamas and these Houthi rebels are destroyed. If that's the case, then they got to destroy the whole Middle East, especially Iran, because these are proxies for Iran, right? These so-called terrorist groups. Iran is giving them these missiles and whatnot. So eventually, these small hats gonna have to go at it with Iran. And once that happens, you know our bets are off, man. Because we know that the Iranians are backed by Russia and China, right? So it's gonna get real, man. Okay, but this situation right here, bro, it's heating up, man. And they're constantly bombing the hell out of people, you know, killing innocent people, you know, children. They don't give a damn, man. They see them Ishmaelites as nothing, you know. They don't care about them. So I'm gonna play a small portion here of this video, man, so that you can see what's going on and what took place today in the Middle East, all right?
Israel has once again expanded its military operations here in the Middle East by bombing targets in Yemen. Further airstrikes on Hezbollah targets here in Lebanon have also continued through the day. The killing on Friday of Hezbollah's leader Hassan Nasrallah has marked a rapid escalation in this conflict. Well, Israel announced the latest airstrikes in Yemen, which targeted power plants and the port of Hodeidah, were their response to missile attacks by the Iranian-backed Houthis. The Houthi-run health ministry has said at least 4 people were killed and 29 wounded. And here in Lebanon, Israel attacked more than 120 targets across the day. Well, in a moment, we'll hear from our senior international correspondent, Orla Gerlin, who's returned from the Bekaa Valley to assess the impact of Israel's campaign there. But first, let's get the latest on those Israeli airstrikes in Yemen and head to Jerusalem. Our correspondent, John Donison, is there. John, why has Israel decided to do this now?
Well, Israel says it attacks those who attack it. And ever since the war erupted in Gaza almost a year ago, the fear has been that the conflict there could escalate into a wider regional war. And those fears were not eased today. Israel's military reach and power is long and strong. This is not Lebanon or Gaza, but almost 2,000 kilometers away in Yemen. The target, one of the country's biggest ports and 2 power stations, controlled by Iranian-backed Houthis. The operation directed by Israel's defense minister.
We have no interest in expanding the war. We have no interest in looking for additional fronts. But if somebody attacks Israel, as the Houthis have recently done with missiles, and throughout the war with cruise missiles and drones, anyone who carries out such an attack, we will settle the account with them, and we know how to do it.
Israel is not holding back. Its Air Force releasing footage as they set off for the raid. And earlier today, it says it shot down another drone launched from Yemen. For the past year, the Yemeni Houthis have been trying to influence the conflict in the Middle East. This is their commandos seizing a British-owned ship in the Red Sea last November. They have long-range missiles, are supported by Iran, and are fiercely opposed to Israel. Speaking yesterday, the Houthis' military spokesperson Yahya Saraya said they wouldn't stop until Israel ended its aggression against Gaza and Lebanon. Today's strikes in Yemen highlight another dangerous front in a war that threatens to engulf the region. John Donnison, BBC News, Jerusalem.
Well, Israel also continued throughout the day today to launch airstrikes in the east of Lebanon. Around 50 people were told have been killed in that particular series of strikes. And our senior international correspondent, Orla Guerin, has sent this report from the Bekaa Valley.
Israel keeps hitting hard. For now, it looks unstoppable. This is the Bekaa Valley this afternoon. There were at least 30 airstrikes in an hour. Danger in every direction. And new dead. Our neighbours, the Jamil family, are all gone, he says. As more airstrikes rain down, Noor Moussaoui lies in intensive care. She is 6 years old and was injured on her own doorstep on Monday. Her family say she's intelligent and chatty and loves meeting new people. But here, shortly before the attack, she was afraid and praying. Her mother, Rima, now prays by her bedside. And suddenly, as we filmed, the planes were back. Well, within the last few seconds, we've had a strike. We heard the plane in the air, then we felt the impact. The windows here shook, they rattled. And it's an indication of how nowhere here is safe. Even patients in hospitals can't feel completely safe. Minutes later, new wounded. An ambulance has just arrived now, bringing casualties from the latest airstrike. They're being treated in the emergency department. There's a lot of anger and tension. People are stressed, wondering when this is going to stop. Back in intensive care, Noor's father, Abdullah, wants the world to see his child. Was she fighting? He asks. She was playing at home. Does she have weapons? Half of her brain is gone. Noor was born after her parents had 10 years of IVF. Her father says he's not in Hezbollah, but now wishes he was. Orla Guerin, BBC News, in the Bekaa Valley.
Well,
So as you can see, man, these small hats, bro, they're not letting up on these Houthi rebels, on Hamas, on Hezbollah. They continue to bomb the hell out of them. They're killing innocent people. They're harming children, bombing children, bombing hospitals. Esau is truly a damn psychopath. And guess what? He's not going to stop. He's going to continue to bomb these people until he feels satisfied. But his arrogancy, his pride is going to lead to his destruction. Eventually, America will be dragged into this thing, man. Because these small hats going to do something stupid to where Russia and China and Turkey, right? Because Turkey, at the Turkey with their president, what's his name? Erdogan, the president of Turkey. he was at the UN meeting and he was speaking about the small hats and what they're doing, and all the hell they're causing. And I'm like, look, bro, you sitting up there talking about some peace, knowing good and damn well the small hats don't want no peace. When has ever Esau wanted peace, man? They have a goal in mind. They have an agenda that they want to fulfill. It's called the Greater Israel Project. And in that Greater Israel Project, they're pretty much trying to obtain a blessing that was given unto Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, in which the Lord told our forefathers that he would give them the land from the great river Euphrates. From the great river of Egypt, right, which is the Nile River, unto the great river Euphrates. So that's a lot of land. And these small heads are trying to obtain that through violence, right? In which in the scriptures, right, in prophecy, it tells you in Genesis 27 how Esau, he will obtain these lands by way of the sword, okay? But that's not how the Most High God promised it for us, all right? He's going to give us this land. Once Yahweh shall come back, we will get the full blessing of what he told Abraham, But they're causing hell. They're pissing off more people. And eventually, man, like I said, these small hats, they will clash with Iran. Because these groups who are there, who are fighting with these small hats, they are all Iranian-backed groups. So eventually, these small hats gonna have to go at it with the Iranians, and when that happens, you can rest assured that World War III is going to kick off. All right, on a major, major scale. All right. Now, real quick, I'm gonna go here to Jeremiah, because as I was saying earlier, man, that the arrogance and pride of these devils is going to get them destroyed. This is Jeremiah chapter 49 and verse 20. It says, "Therefore hear the counsel of the Lord Yahweh, that he has taken against Edom, and his purposes that he had purpose against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them." So these devils are going to cause America to be destroyed. Okay? This is real. It says the earth is moved at the noise of their fall. What's going to cause this? A destruction, man. Okay, the missiles. They're going to shake the earth, as it says in prophecy, man. It says at the cry, the noise of their at the cry, the noise thereof was heard in the Red Sea. Behold, he shall come up and fly as the eagle and spread his wings over Basra. This is talking about the returning Yahushua, right? And at that day shall the heart of the mighty men of Edom be as the heart of a woman in her pangs. Because once they see Yahushua come back in them chariots, man, as it speaks about in 2 Ezra chapter 13, they're going to be afraid. But yet they're going to still fight because the Lord going to make them fight. Okay? But trust and believe, they're going to be terrified at the sight of Yahushua, man. And he's going to put his foot of Esau behind. Okay? So keep your eyes on the Middle East, man, as the Apostle Hart keeps saying, because it's going to lead to a greater conflict, which will be the war of Armageddon. All right. So moving on here to my next video. Okay, this is from the Financial Coffee channel. All right. I like this channel, man. This dude funny. But as you can see, the title of his video is Homeless and Living in Tents. Women are getting evicted even after they paid their rent. So what you're going to see here in this clip, man, is a bunch of women who are living in tents, just out and about in the world. These are single women, okay? And for the life of me, I just don't see why you women out there won't just get a man. And you don't have to worry about being homeless. But some of you just can't find it within yourself to be submissive to a man, to get with a man so that you can not be homeless. But the world has taught women that if you submit to a man, that's slavery. For some reason, it's slavery. But now look at you women, man. You're homeless on the internet asking for donations, right? This woman, as you're going to see, she has a job and she's still living in a damn tent. But these women, they refuse to humble their souls. They refuse to get with a man and just humble their souls, bro. It's like they'd rather be out there homeless. They'd rather be in that situation than to be with a man. Well, feminism got you homeless. With your degree, right? Your master's degree got you homeless. So I'm gonna play a small portion of this clip so that you can see the stuff that women got to deal with for being proud. All right, so here we go.
And welcome back to another day of a woman living in a tent. It's so nice out today, but I have to be at work in 1 hour, so I gotta get ready quick.
Yo, my name is Phoenix Rising. I'm 23, and this is my second day being homeless in a tent. And I'm sharing it because I'm scared and I'm alone. I'm also 11 weeks pregnant.
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until...
Women rarely offer concrete solutions to problems.
These landlords need to be stopped. Like, it's not a joke anymore. Someone needs to stop them. I just came home from work from a long day to find a notice to end my tenancy within the next 10 days.
Although I may look put together, I went through hell. There has been so many amazing things that have happened in my life ever since my children's father evicted me and the babies out of the house. And this isn't really to on their name, so I'm not going to name drop. If you figure it out, that's on you. In May of 2023, 3 months after I had our son, his mother and him decided to evict me and our babies out of the house. I remember I was like,
why would they evict you out the house? What man in his right mind would just kick out his woman and his newborn baby out the house? That just don't happen for no reason. I'm almost betting you was a demon. Been a goddamn demon for a man to kick you out the home and the baby out the home. And you go on the internet, playing this victim role like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened to me and yada, yada, yada. Looking for some damn sympathy and some attention, bro. What is wrong with you women, man? Why can't you just humble your soul? You won't have to deal with all this goddamn shit. The other woman talking about she is 11 weeks pregnant. Other girl, she got a TikTok crying, asking for help. They're all single, man. But I thought you were strong and independent. I thought, you didn't need no man. You got it all figured out. You got your degree. What happened? This is a decent looking woman right here. But just because you look good on the outside, don't mean her spirit is good. And that's the issue with women. They look good, but their spirits are very dark, very demonic. I saw a video of a woman who made a great point, right? She said, for her personally, she said, I don't find, no. She said, men are not attractive until you get to know them. And then she said that women are very attractive until you get to know them. That was a heavy point. I've came across fine ass women in my life. Okay? Fine ass women. Got to know these women. These are some of the worst people that I've encountered in my life. I mean, some of the nastiest spirits, man. And it's like, bro, what the hell is wrong with these people, man? Like, basic morals don't matter to these people, bro, because they've been, pampered all their lives from being pretty. So they never had to really work on their character or their personality. They just went through life using a pretty privilege card, getting what they want. And when they encounter someone who don't get them what they want or kiss their ass, then they show you how immature they are, how nasty they can get. They say some of the most vile things to you. I've experienced this with pretty ass women, okay? I mean, they take it all the way left. And they always can have a man. They always can get a man because they pretty, but these are some of the worst people, bro. All right? So here we go.
It's like down bad, crying in my car with my 2 babies in the back seat crying as well.
So I don't know how I'm going to pay rent this month. And it's honestly really scary. The fact that I have accepted that I'm going to go into the negatives this month because of my rent price is absolutely insane to me. And it's honestly really scary. Like, I never saw myself, like, at this point in time, like, struggling this much. And I'm at that point where I basically can't afford necessities.
I don't even know where to start. I'm gonna just say my name is Alex. I am a single mom to a 9-year-old and a 7-year-old. The 9-year-old lives with me. With that being said, I fell behind on a lot of things, including my bills, my rent, my car note, my life, period. Kind of fell behind. I fell into a state of depression. Alcohol kind of took over. A lot happened. I was doing my best to pay my rent as fast as I could. I was served eviction a few times. The last time I was served eviction before this last time, I actually was served back in September. I went to court. So months go by. Here, December hits. I get served another eviction. This eviction I'm so confused about because I'm like, okay, how much do I owe? They tell me I owe $5,000. I'm like, okay, wait, what happened? Well, I thought I was getting rental assistance because, I don't have $5,000 at all. I got a note from my apartment stating that I would have to go to court on the 11th. On the 11th, I got there early to make sure that I did not miss the time because they never told me a time. Come to find out my name was not on the docket at all. 2 days after that, I get a final notice for 24 hours to vacate my property. And I have no idea what to do at all. I've cried about it. I panicked about it. I went up there, cussed and fussed about it. I've called the courthouse. It is a Friday, so I'm kind of in a panic of 24 hours is the weekend, and then it's Martin Luther King weekend. So I'm like, what do I actually do?
Call your baby daddy. He don't want to help you out? Come on, man. What the hell wrong with you women, man? All these women are single. They're either single women or just single mothers on the internet complaining about how they living rough and raw. Just get with a man, bro. You can get done watching the rest of it if you want to. All right, all of it is funny to me. Okay, I don't feel no sympathy for none of these damn women on this video. Okay, I really could care less. You want to go sleep in the tent? Go sleep in the tent. I don't give a damn. Because y'all refuse to humble your souls, man. You know? Real quick, Sirach chapter 22. Starting here at verse 1, the point is in verse 4. It says, lazy people are no better than dung. They are repulsive and no one wants to get near them. It is a disgrace to a father to have an undisciplined child, especially if it is a daughter, right? No man wants an undisciplined child, especially a daughter. Because as men, we know if our daughter is undisciplined, she's going to be a whore. No ifs and buts about it. And so for the men who are in their daughters' lives, they try their best, to give her advice and keep a sure eye over her. But it's like, in this society, man, they have liberties that we can't even contain, bro. Like we can teach them all we want, but they go to school, they're around people, get influenced by people. They're being taught certain things. They got social media, and it's really shaping their minds to where it's like no matter what you tell them, they're still gonna do what they want to do, bro. Eventually, okay. I've been with girls, who had a 2-parent household, who had strict fathers. I've been with girls who had no father. They all act the same, bro. Okay. They all the same to me. I didn't see the difference. I didn't see the difference. I would thought that, that there would be a difference saying that she got a 2-parent household. But I didn't see no difference, bro. They're all the same. It says, verse 4, a sensible daughter will get a husband. She'll get her a man. If you're sensible, right? A lot of you women aren't sensible. You're hell-bent on being single to prove a point that you don't need a man, that you can do it all by yourself. These women today are not wise, man. They're not sensible. They don't operate with reason, okay? If you find a woman who deal with reason and logic, brother, you have been blessed by the Most High God, Yahweh, by Shemi Hawashai, okay? A woman who actually thinks and, she's compatible, you can, deal with her, bro. You've been blessed, man. Someone who's willing to follow your program, right? That's a blessing, bro. Like I said before, I'll say it again, man. Dating in this modern world is like playing Russian roulette, okay? It's a very risky situation. And this is why all these videos are coming out of, people giving their testimonies of past relationships and why they're single. These women, they can't find a man, or not that they can't, bro. Women can find a man. They want a perfect man, right? A perfect 6 foot, 6 figures, 6 inches, 6-pack. That's what they want. This dream, fairy tale man. But how many men out there that are 6 feet, 6 figures, a 6-pack? That's far few in between. The average man in America makes $50,000 a year. $50,000 to $40,000 a year. And those men, they get overlooked. Most women aren't checking for those kind of men, right? The blue collar men, who works, they're a 9 to 5, got a decent job, got his own spot. Women aren't checking for those kind of men. They're lame to women, okay? They want a social media kind of guy, with the fast car, right, the jewelry, but they don't want to share him. But it's few of them. So you got to share them if you want to deal with that kind of man. Because you're not special, okay? I don't know why women think they're so special. It's more women than men. Your coochie ain't just, just special. It's a lot of coochies out here. A whole bunch of coochies, okay? Yours ain't special, baby. I'm sorry. It's not. Because what you won't do, another woman will do. Like you try to say, towards men, well, one man won't do, another man. Well, women do the same thing. Sorry. All right? But you got to be wise, man. A sensible daughter will get a husband. If not, you'll be on the internet crying in a damn tent. Or can't pay your bills. Behind $5,000 on your rent. What the hell are you doing with your life, man? Just get a man. Humble your soul, right? It says, but a shameless daughter brings her father grief, right, man? These modern women are shameless. They have no standards. They have no boundaries, okay? I've been in these streets, man, all my freaking life, bro. I met all kind of women, all kind of personalities in different ways. It's bad out here, bro. And that's why I am how I am today. I got a strong defense, man, on my spirit, bro, just to say, man, to hell with this, bro. Not that I, that I don't want to deal with women. I love women, but that, goddamn, I'm putting my peace, my livelihood, my spirituality all on the line when you start dealing with women, bro. It's a goddamn risk, bro. And I know some of you out there think, oh no, I ain't like that. I'm a good woman. Okay. I heard that plenty of times. You're shameless, man. And some of you don't even know your fathers, right? Don't have a clue who he is. But it's not your fault, we got mothers who, who didn't make good decisions that affected our lives, right? It's crazy, man. Verse 5 says, a girl with no sense of propriety will disgrace both her husband and her father. Neither will have any respect for her. In this world, bro, most men and fathers don't give a damn anyway. Some men, as long as he got access to some coochie, he really don't care what the woman do. Most men are being ran by their woman. No backbone, no standards, weak, soft ass niggas, man. How you know a man weak and soft? It's by how his woman come out the house, bro. Some men let the women come out the house half naked, doc. How the hell, brother? They let the women come outside half naked, like she's showing her titties, showing her ass. You see the camel toe. And she with a man, walking with a man. That's a big sign of this is a weak ass man. He is no man. No real man would allow his woman to dress in such a way, bro. Like no respect, Like women don't understand that they're representing their man. You're representing your household, a family name. You're representing that. I know you say, no, I do this for me. No, you with a man, you are a family unit. You're representing him, your family name, all that. Like all of it goes together, bro. You know? But it's crazy in these streets, bro. It's crazy out here. But situations like these here, okay, ultimately, it's going to lead to Isaiah 4:1. As I said before, I say again, the Most High God is going to force you women's hands. He's going to force you to fulfill Isaiah 4:1. Because life ain't going to get no better or any easier, okay? It's going to get worse to where you're begging to be with a man, right? We'll eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Please take away our reproach. These women are dealing with reproaches, man. You outside sleeping in a damn tent and you have a job, you're still in a damn tent. Okay. Last video I'm going to close out. This is from KTLA 5. Title of this video says, video captures 50 juveniles ransacking 7-Eleven in Los Angeles. All right, so you got these mobs of individuals running down on these corner stores, man, and they're ransacking them. All right, and this is happening all over the country. You know, this is happening all over the country, man. Now, if these store clerks start to shoot these people, they'll be looked at as, you know, the wrong or, you know, the bad. But these little niggas out here are wild, bro. Okay, and these ain't, you know, just Israelites. I mean, you got Jake in there, heathens, you know, Esau. All of them ganged up together, bro, and just ransacking shit. All right, so I'm gonna play this here, then I'll close out, bro. But this is wild.
It's Friday night. Do you know where your children are? Dozens of young people on bicycles stormed a 7-Eleven convenience store in Pico Robertson this Friday evening, stealing whatever they could get their hands on, including food and lottery tickets, stuffing their shirts and sweatshirts and pockets with the merchandise, ransacking and trashing the place in a matter of minutes. When it was over, the scene inside was disarray. The violent crowd scattered into the darkness as quickly as it arrived, with all of the criminal activity captured on camera and posted on social media. KTLA has covered several similar cases within the last few months. Often these types of mob scenes or blitzes will accompany a street takeover with dangerous stunts and reckless driving in an intersection. Victims and business owners are left grappling with deciding whether to clean up, keep going, and risk further turmoil or close down for good. A mob of thieves hit this same convenience store back in August.
It's crazy. But these things are only going to increase, bro. All right, it would justify Esau bringing in some form of martial law or something, you know. But this shit is wild. And as I said earlier, bro, if these store clerks, excuse me, these owners of these stores start shooting these children, they're gonna be looked at as a bad person, you know. But goddamn, this is my business, you know. This is my source of income. This is how I take care of my family. You got these children running up in there, you know, just ransacking shit. How the hell do I supposed to, you know, defend my goods, man? But this is just the tip of the iceberg, you know. This is, you know, some stage stuff, you know, by these children. But when all hell break loose, this scene will be normal, okay? And that's why I played this video for. This is, you know, there's a small preview to what would truly take place when all hell break
And
loose.
posted on
Okay,
social.
you're gonna see mobs of people ransacking Walmart and Kroger's and Randall's, HEB, Costco's, all these places, man, will be cleared out in no time, So I'm gonna close out with that, man. Lord willing, it was edifying. All praise Yahweh Ba'ashim Shai, Ba'ashim Chakadash. Shalom. Shalom, come, yep. Laughing. Who is this, bro? Who is this? Shalom, bro.